finding the equation of a line. Right, so the equation of a line satisfies all the points on the line. Right, and then we have the slope equation and the intercept equation. Oh, we've done this. Yeah, we've done this. We are finding the equation of a line. We are here. Right, so finding the equation of a line. We are here instead. Find the equation of a straight line. The equation of axis of coordinates. Right, so first one is about the equation of the axis of coordinates. So the y-axis has its own equation because it's a line. Then the x-axis also has its own equation because it's a line. So the y-axis has the equation x equal to 0. That's its equation because it intersects x is equal to 0. And the x-axis also is y is equal to 0. And please note, this is for x, this is for y-axis, and this is for x-axis. Right, so those are the equations of these two lines. So whenever you see a horizontal line, a vertical line, and a horizontal line, you should know that their equations should be of these form, depending on where they intercept the other axis. So this is next one. We'll take the equation of a straight line parallel to the x-axis. So if a line is parallel to the x-axis, then its equation, the x-axis is y is equal to 0. So the equation of this line depends on where it intercepts the y-axis. For the x-axis, it intercepts the y at 0. So the equation is y is equal to 0. But this one, it intercepts at this side. So the equation will be y is equal to b, because the distance from here to here is b. Right. This is the equation of a line parallel to the x-axis. Now let's see if the line is parallel to the y-axis. If a line is parallel to the y-axis like this, so this is the y-axis, the equation of the y-axis is x is equal to 0. So the equation of this line, would be x is equal to e. Right? Be x is equal to e, because the distance from here to here is e, and x-axis, right? It intercepts the x-axis at e. Right. I think this is a mistake. This is a mistake. It's supposed to be x. So it's supposed to be x. Gosh. It's supposed to be x is equal to e, not y. What? Show me my dashboard. Right, so we have x is equal to 8 instead of y is equal to e. It's supposed to be x is equal to e. I think it's a mistake. Right, next one is equation of a straight line passing through the origin and whose slope is m. So if a line passes through the origin and its slope is m, then its equation will be of this form: y is equal to mx. I wouldn't have any c because plus c here represents the intercept. Once it passes through the origin, that is 0, means intercept is 0. Right? So c is equal to 0. So because c is equal to 0, the equation becomes y is equal to mx. Yes, sir. So to find the equation of this line, you use this: m is equal to y over x, and that is it. The equation will be of this form. Right. The next one, slope intercept from the equation of a straight line. Slope intercept form of the equation of a straight line. Right. To find the equation of a line when slope m and y intercept c are given. right? I don't know what that means, but fuck all that shit. MC is equal to this, MC is equal to the line passes through the origin. MC is equal to the MC is equal to the line passes coincides with this axis. MC is equal to 0, 0, and M is equal to the line is parallel to the x-axis. Alright, so these are points worth memorizing. You should know them. First, when the intercept is 0, the y-intercept is 0, and then M is not 0. The line passes through the origin. Right? That's what we just saw. It means the line passes through the origin, just like this. Because here, the gradient is not 0, but the intercept is 0. So it means the line passes through the origin. These are facts which you know so that you can easily plot your lines, right? So you can easily, imagine lines, how they will look like before you draw them. When the intercept is 0 and then M is in 0, it's also 0. The line coincides with x-axis. So if the intercept is 0 and the line itself also has gradient being 0, then it means that line will be on the x-axis. It will be the same as our x-axis because the gradient is 0 and the intercept is 0, so it means it is y is equal to 0, and that's the x-axis, right? That's the equation of the x-axis. Double sweater. Right. The intercept is 0, and then M is also 0. Intercept is not 0, but M is 0. The line is parallel to the joint. Right. So if you have a line, the intercept is 0. Right. It means it passes through the center. Intercept is not 0. It means it doesn't pass through the center. But the gradient is 0. Once the gradient is 0, it means you are a horizontal line because your y values don't change, right? Because change in y over change in x, that's what gives us the gradient. So if this is 0, means the numerator here is 0, means your y values don't change, so they are on the straight line like this. So every horizontal line has gradient 0, right? So these are points that are what we should try and memorize them, right? And we understand them, they are easy to understand. Sixth one, to find the line given the gradient and the point on the line, right? So now we want to find the equation of a line when we've been given the gradient and the point on the line. When you have the gradient of a line and then the point on the line, the point on the line, to find the equation of the line, use this. This is what you use. This is the equation we use, so you have to memorize it, right? It's part of. Give me my dashboard.